Hey there everyone, and welcome to my channel. I am Smoltz, and today I am doing something a little bit different from my other videos. I decided that I want to try my hand at some watercolors, and I figure why not record me setting up? Because that might be fun. We'll see. I have not watercolored in quite a few years. Actually, the last time that I did, I was in high school, and it's been a long time since that. And so here, I'm just setting up my palette here. I have a couple brushes. I have my Simpatico #2 round that I got from Joann's that I picked up because it was like this little tiny brush, and I thought maybe. Then I have my Robert Simmons #6. This came with my Artist Loft sketchbook. This is a big bamboo brush that I think I got this at Michael's once. Then I have my small Niji water brush. The only brush of these that I have used is just this one, and I've only done it for a couple of ink washes, and that was also a while ago. All the rest of these are new, so we will see how they work out. And then I'm not setting up a permanent palette because I'm not sure how much watercolor that I'm gonna be doing in the future. This one's kind of just like a little test run, see how I like it. And these watercolors here, they are not mine. I stole them from my sister. I will not lie. I'm a thief. Because they're free to me. And I have the Winsor & Newton Permanent Rose that I'm gonna just squeeze out the tube. I'm gonna put it here. Just a little bit, because I'm not going to do a lot of watercolor. If I was setting up a palette that I knew that I was going to use a lot, then I would put in more paint, but I just want a little drop of each. If I need more paint, then I'll just squeeze it out of the tube again. And I have some Naples Yellow that I will set over here, about the same amount. This one's also Winsor & Newton. I have a little bit of brown matter that I'm actually gonna... Apparently I can't open it. Hold on. It does not want to open. Oh, okay. I'm gonna set it on this side right here in this little corner. That might have been a little too much. But I guess we're just gonna go with it. Have some Azo Yellow Medium from Rembrant. Which I will also put in this corner here. Go back in the tube. No. Okay. Ooh, stinky paint. Stinky paint. And then I have some Phthalo. I think it's Phthalo blue-green. That I want a bit of. Put that right there. I like how my little paint dots just get messier and messier as I go. And off into the storage bin. My sister likes to store them in a C's Easter candy box because it was a cute little box. Look at that. Look how cute that is. And she's got a couple of paints here. Oh, maybe I wanted hands of yellow. Oh. And I'm planning on doing a limited color scheme anyway, so I don't want too many colors. I'll just go with these 5. Then I'm gonna set this off to the side off camera so it's not in my way. I have a thing of water here and a bigger thing of water here. This is going to be my dirty water, and this is going to be my cleaner water. And then off to the side here I have a square dinner plate, or maybe it's a salad plate, I don't know. It's for eating, but that's not what I'm going to use it for. I'm going to use it as a mixing surface because this is tiny and it does have like a lot of mixing surfaces for me, but it's always good to have extra. My brushes that I've already gone over, and then I am using a Aquarello Watercolor Artistico Traditional White 100% Cotton Fabriano Watercolor Pad. It is 300 GSM or 140 pound. Acid free, yay, paper. And then I already have my sketch going, which you can kind of see it a little bit on the camera. You'll see it better when I zoom in. Okay, I'm just gonna zoom in and start recording. Alright, so like I was saying earlier in the video, I have not watercolored in a long time. So all of this is just one big experiment. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just grabbing color, applying it to the canvas, and just hoping for the best. Hoping for the best. Near the end, I start trying to actually make it look like something with Copic markers and Distress markers, trying to make it a little bit more cohesive. Because you'll see later on, or midway through the video, that the background looks really nice, but then the character, she doesn't fit the background, and so I try and fix that a little bit. And I'm just doing a lot of experimentation. I do throw some salt onto the canvas, and I also try some nail polish remover and some rubbing alcohol, and those really didn't do anything, but I thought I'd just mention them because you will see me kind of messing with it a little bit, and it's like, what's going on? So that's what, so if there's no brush in my hand or anything else, then that's probably what I'm doing. And the thought behind the piece itself is serenity. That was the main theme for this one. So the character, she's sitting on the moon, and I was thinking, oh, I want a pink night sort of scene, which sort of works, but I think it's easier to interpret it as being morning or sun setting, just with the way the colors kind of come together, which works as well. And the character herself, she's one of my original characters. For the longest time, she did not have a name. She was just, oh, that one character. Her ability is to break up storms. So I just call her like the Cloud Breaker. But no, she has a name now, and her name is Keir. And her overall color theme is pink, hence all the pink everywhere. And she's actually the second character that I made of her universe. Notice that I am only doing work on half of the canvas. The other half I've left blank for now. That is because I am planning on doing a companion piece with the first character that I made. Her name is Duvessa, and she has the power to bring storms, and they're both like demi-goddesses sort of things. They're personifications of weather phenomena, if you want to put it that way, or I'll put it that way, yeah. Keir, she is very quiet and generally very calming, very peaceful. And so I wanted to have her be kind of in a relaxed pose. She's kind of just playing with her hair a little bit as she sits on the moon. I'm not sure why she's sitting on the moon. She just is. Because it looks comfortable. I'd sit on that moon. Whereas Duvessa, she is a Stormbringer, and so she's a bit louder of a personality. I'll talk a little bit more about her when I do her art video, which should be coming up soon. I just need to finish her up quite a bit. For Keir, this was quite a learning experience for me. I learned a lot of things like the general flow of my watercolors, that sort of thing. I also learned that my Prisma Kohl Erase colored pencils that I love, which is what I originally sketched her in for this piece, the watercolor I was hoping would resist, because colored pencils are supposed to be kind of waxy. And no, they didn't really resist. They kind of just sat on top of the colored pencil and just swallowed it up. So I regret not lining her first with pen. And so now I know to do that first. And here I am with the distress markers and the Copic markers. And I decided to go with those pigments for her wing and her hair, because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to get the pure pink with my with the pink that I had on my palette, because that's more of a purple pink, and if I put yellow to it then it turns into a peachy pink, and I can't pull a pure pink out of that, I don't think. And so I didn't bother. Here I am detailing the wings. I love drawing wings and I hate drawing wings. The way I do it, I actually have a pet bird, and so I will sit there and I will stare at him and make him very uncomfortable, because I'm just looking at his wings and I'll try and touch him and he gets a little mad at me. But yay for still lifes and live models. So I use him a lot, so sometimes my wings look really good and then other times they look really bad. And here I am going it over with the Copic Multiliner in Sakura, which I absolutely love this thing. The only shame is that it's not a little bit darker, which I both like and dislike, because if I'm doing a piece that's just line art, it's beautiful, but if I'm doing it with a colored piece, then I have to be very careful about what colors I use, or it will get swallowed up, and then I have to go over it with sepia to add in some contrast, which you'll see me do later on in the video. My biggest struggle with this was just trying to up the contrast in everything, which is a general struggle that I have. I like really light, pale, pastel-y colors. And I'm not a big fan of darker colors, but I know that you need to have the darker colors to make the pastels work. Otherwise, it all kind of just looks like kind of a mess. Like here I am trying to balance some of it out with a little bit more line weight and trying to bring out some of the contrast, darken up some of the areas so that they match other areas. And I think she still doesn't really fit into the picture itself, and I'm trying to fix that, and I think I did a good job. A lot of footage I don't have because I did a lot of the Copic work off camera, because I wasn't sure if I was gonna like the result of it, which I do end up liking. It's still one of those, for not knowing the medium, I'm pretty happy with it, but just looking at the picture itself, I'm not completely happy with. I don't know, it's just one of those things, like, I know that I can do this better, and it's like, so why didn't I? And I feel like I have that kind of problem a lot. Okay, and then here we have the image itself. Sorry for the shaky cam. I couldn't scan this because it didn't fit in my scanner. And thank you very much for joining me. I hope to see you in my next art video. Bye-bye!